That's an offensive term. People find that hurtful.
You mean it's not politically correct and yet everybody uses it?
Look it up in the dictionary. It's offensive.
I'll use the word anchor baby. Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby.
All right, and so it went at the town hall meeting that Donald Trump held in New Hampshire last night. Tom Lamos of ABC News didn't like anchor baby. And, of course, earlier, Bill Richardson, former governor of New Mexico, who was of Mexican descent, said he found it to be insulting. Anyway, there was a lot more to that town hall meeting, and a lot focused around the wall that Donald Trump wants to build. Here we go.
The people are speaking. It's an amazing thing. It's like a movement, and this is happening, and so many other things. On Friday, I'm going to be in Alabama, and it was going to be 500 people. And the room held about 1,000, and they heard that we were there. And within about 2 minutes, that room wasn't big enough. So they went to a room that held 2,000 people, and they heard that wasn't big enough. And now they went to the convention center, and they heard that wasn't big enough. They're going to end up being 30,000 to 40,000 people in Alabama. So
that is wild. And then he contrasts that with the crowd that Jeb Bush had almost at the same time that Donald Trump was speaking in New Hampshire, but just down the road. Watch.
Right down the road, we have Jeb. Very small crowd. We have 2,500. You have the best real estate, by the way. You have the best real estate.
And he talked about how he credits them for getting there early to be in the building. There are people outside watching on big screens Donald Trump's town hall yesterday. All right, now to the wall, as promised. Watch.
I will build the greatest wall that you've ever seen. And I would never do this myself, but I hope it's going to be so, and it actually will even look great. I already know what it should look like.
And it's going to say Trump. See, a lot of people around the country don't get it. If you drive down the West Side Highway, coming from New Jersey into New York, so many of the buildings, the backs of these buildings, he doesn't own them, I don't think, these buildings necessarily, but he leases out the name, and it's like Trump, 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 not to mention all the other properties he has all over the world, which you may be familiar with. But, hey, I could see the Mexican wall saying courtesy of Donald Trump or however, whatever it will say. But he still thinks Mexico's going to pay for it. We shall see about that. But here's more.
The other day they were saying, I was watching these characters, politicians that are running against me. You can't get Mexico to pay for the wall. Of course you can. They can't, because they never would even think of it. Do you know how much Mexico is making from the United States? That's peanuts, the wall. And then they say, you can't build a wall. It's too big. It doesn't work. Well, 3,000 years ago, right, the Great Wall of China was built. We'd like to have that wall. That wall, nobody gets through. That I can tell you.
More on the wall.
The Great Wall of China was built 13,000 miles. Now, in Mexico, they were complaining it doesn't work. Now, they have these walls built. And they said, well, people go over these walls with a ladder. You know how tall the wall is? It's like this. And it's not a wall. It's a little fence. And people put up a ladder that they buy at Home Depot, and they go over the wall, jump, and that's the other. And then they say, I'm talking about a wall. See that ceiling up there? Higher.
And more.
I'm a great builder. What I do best in life, in all fairness, I build. Which is good, because your infrastructure in this country is crumbling. Isn't it nice to have a builder? A real builder. So, you take precast plank, it comes 30 feet long, 40 feet long, 50 feet long. You see the highways where they could span 50, 60 feet, even longer than that, right? And you do a beautiful, nice precast plank with beautiful everything, just perfect. I want it to be so beautiful, because maybe someday they're going to call it the Trump Wall, maybe. So I have to make sure it's beautiful, right? I'll be very proud of that wall.
And this one.
And you put that plank up, and you dig your footings, and you put that plank up. There's no ladder going over that. If they ever get up there, they're in trouble, because there's no way to get down. Maybe a rope.
Thanks for watching, everyone.